Welcome to the Rich Stylist Podcast. I'm Ashley Diana, business coach for hair extension pros and founder of Rich Stylist Academy. I'll be your guide as you begin to attract your dream clients, create amazing extension transformations, and have your bank account overflowing with cash. Let's go. Hello and welcome, Ashley here. In this Rich Stylist episode, I chat with Hillari Ross. She's the owner of Salon H. Ross in Northwest Arkansas, and she's a blonding and hair extension specialist. Hillari is an awesome example of a stylist who was already doing excellent prior to becoming part of Rich Stylist, as she was already fully booked, but she totally took it to the next level. And she has been able to add multiple thousands of dollars a year to her personal behind the chair income, be a part of a Hollywood photo shoot, and most exciting, create leverage and passive income in her salon. We often hear in this industry things like work less and make more money, or do you want to work 3 days but make the same or more money, which is great. But here's my question. What if you don't actually want to work less? Maybe that's you. What if you want to work the same amount of days? Maybe you want to work 5 days a week, but being able to double your income or maybe triple your income by having a fully booked team with you that you are able to support with an overflow of hair extension clients. In this business, you absolutely get to design your life and your business the way that you want to. I can't wait for you to hear her story directly from Hillari. Let's get into it.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy you're on the podcast. Let's just dive into it and talk about extensions. Tell me about the extensions that you do.
Okay, so for the longest time, I only did hand-tied wefts, but we just recently got certified in K-tips, I-tips, and volume wefts, which I'm really excited about.
That's exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now tell me about your hand-tied weft. Do you use a particular brand? What are all the things?
So I use the Harper Ellis concealed bead method, and I really love it. It's very secure. It distributes the weight very well, and I do really love their hair as well.
And then who are you certified now with the K-tips and such?
So I did that certification through Bellamy because
okay, cool.
They offer I-tips, which is, I think, a really cool place for an extension.
Yeah, I think they are too. And I was just having a conversation with a friend about I-tips recently, and they're great on their own. And they're also great for someone who's just getting started with an individual strand method because you can tweak it, you can apply it. And if you're like, hey, I think I'm not loving the location of that right now, or I over directed it, or I pulled it to one side because of where I was sitting, you can take it out and redo it and you don't have any problems.
Yes, it feels less, like it's more forgiving for a new extension artist.
That makes a lot of sense.
Also, I like that you can reuse them.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure that's your clients love that too. It's similar with the hand-tied weft, so it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yes.
You have similar selling points with your weft and your I-tip.
Absolutely.
You're a salon owner. And how long have you been a salon owner?
This is our 6th year.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Love it. And you're located in Arkansas, correct?
We are in Rogers, Arkansas.
Okay. Now, was there a time before where you didn't offer extensions, or have you offered extensions from day one?
No, absolutely. I only started about 5 years ago with extensions. So it has really exploded and pivoted my career.
What made you get certified in extensions to begin with? Like, what was intriguing to it about you? Other than making money and making bank. Or you're like, honestly, Ashley, that was really it. It's like, girl, I get to make good money.
Actually, that was not the main drive behind it. My hair looks like cotton candy without hair extensions. So it's it's very personal to me. Okay. And I mean, if you don't look like you can do hair or have good hair when you do hair, you know what? It's hard to be like, let me do your hair. Look at my hair, And it really made a huge difference to me. And hand-tied wefts were, I guess I would say, the most accessible to me at first. And the most, I thought it would be the most beneficial for my hair, but now I'm kind of seeing there's definitely other options.
Yeah, I think it's great that there's all kinds of different options. I mean, I personally only apply the keratin tips, but that's because that's what I like to do and that's what I enjoy doing. It's also what I'm best at doing. I just love sitting there and applying little tiny pieces all in someone's head. But that being said, I think there's different types of extensions that work better for different people. So, like, I wear tape-ins from time to time. They work really well for me, even though I don't apply tape-in extensions. For me, I think they're great in certain cases. So, now with your hand-tied weft, the brand Harper Ellis, is she also? I think you said that she's also in your vicinity, like from Arkansas.
She is.
Oh, that's really cool.
It is. I love that, and she's very accessible, so that's wonderful.
Speaking of that, tell us about your exciting photo shoot. That's when I reached out to you about doing the podcast too. I was like, I had wanted to chat with you anyway. And then I saw this like flashy Hollywood photo shoot you did. And I was like, ooh, we have to talk about this. Tell me all the things. Because I don't know. I saved it for the podcast so you could tell me.
So extensions have taken me so far in my career, and I was just blown away. I never would have thought that I would have been able to do extensions in the Hollywood Hills. I mean, I'm just a girl from Arkansas who had bad hair and loves hair extensions. So the company was offering a giveaway, and you had to submit your work and like your testimonies and talk about your experiences with their hair and their method, which is, really incredible. It conceals the beads so you can wear your hair up or down. And it's just wonderful for all versatile styles. So I submitted, they made it kind of hard. Like you had to really put the work in, videos and reels and stuff like that. But they chose 5, and I was one of the 5. And we got to do like influencers' hair and models' hair. And we just got a lot of content to help boost our own personal extension business.
Yeah. What was your favorite part about the experience?
Oh my gosh, it was just so fancy and fun. And my favorite part was meeting all the other extension artists there. They're really amazing, and just connecting with everybody and seeing all the different people, and just the environment was really cool.
Now, did you find the influencers, or did they have them there? And did you just work on one yourself, or did everyone like collaborate on the model?
So yes, they had the influencers there. She was launching a collab with Brittany Aldean, like a clip-in line. So they were already there, and I only worked on one model. I missed the first day of it because the snow canceled my flight. So,
yes.
So I did one, but it was definitely a full day.
The model you worked with was gorgeous. Yeah.
Yes, she's from Arkansas too, believe it or not. She used to do hair.
Oh, what a small world.
It really was.
How many stylists do you have in your salon?
There are 8 of us.
Okay. Are you commission or rental?
I'm a hybrid.
Okay. I find that a lot these days. When I ask that question, people are hybrid. Yeah.
The real issue is I'm a control freak and a perfectionist. So the new girls that are on commission are definitely tucked under my wing. They start out as my assistants, and then they definitely are, right beside me watching everything I do. And honestly, I mean, it is to grow them for sure, because I want everybody to be amazing.
Sure.
And never stand in their way of growth. But honestly, I would just have to fix what they messed up, because it's my name on that salon.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. Now, do you have one assistant now, or a couple? Or do people like rotate out of it?
So I kind of piggyback with 2, but mostly 1, because the other one is really going on to her career.
Okay.
Like taking clients is what I mean.
Sure. Absolutely. Is your assistant or assistants, are they doing your removals and move ups now? Because I know we talked about that on our first coaching call.
Yes.
I think that was it, right? Yeah.
Yes. So they will definitely do the removals.
Cool.
The move ups, they help. We kind of tag team them.
Awesome. Great. Love that. Now, do all the stylists in your salon offer extensions? as well?
All but one. So that
Okay.
is my goal. Like
Yeah.
I want us to be the extension, like destination of Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're well on your way if not there already. I mean, yeah, it's huge.
Yes, you guys are a big help for that, just so you know.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure getting to know you and supporting you, and it's been fun. And I've just been like watching you shine. I'm like, there she goes. Look
Well,
at her.
thank you. The pleasure's all over here on this side.
Thank you. Speaking of that, what made you realize or get like wanting to take action to, you know, be a part of a new community coaching or just to change something in your business? What was that moment for you?
Not to toot my own horn, but I think
Go
confidence
ahead and
is
toot your
one
own
thing.
horn. We toot
And
our horns around
okay,
here.
so I know that I'm really good, and I wasn't seeing my extension business the way I knew it should be. So that's where I kind of found you guys, and you really helped with the kicking it off, like how to hit it home and get extensions in your chair.
Awesome. Love it. Was there a particular training inside of Rich Stylist or an instruction that you maybe, I don't know, you followed it to a T and you were like, "Yes, I'm doing it," and it worked?
Absolutely, because I've been waiting to talk about this, so I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness, I'm even more excited now.
I think the tell your story was huge. It really, because I was able to tie in, you know how I told you it wasn't just about money, it was about
Sure.
my own hair. And I know how important that was for me to, like, if you look good, you feel good. So
Sure.
there's plenty of women out there that need that want that think it's like unattainable, I guess, because they just can't do their hair. But I was able to share, like, no, you can do it, and you can have anything you want. It doesn't matter like the circumstances you were, dealt in life or started out with, or because of your own choices had to muddle your way through. And that was huge. That helped. The most impactful training for me so far inside of Rich Stylist Academy would be the Ignite Your Instagram story and Facebook story. I had no idea how much more traffic that would drive and how many more people actually see those than just a regular feed. And especially with like Instagram moving towards a video platform, that was really huge in tying all that together. It just really made a big boost in traffic.
Now, were you using Instagram stories at all before, or were you just kind of just posting something to it once in a while?
Right. Just posting like a random thing here or there. But one piece of advice you really gave was only talk about extensions or really push that. And you said, get on there 3 times a day, be consistent. And that was really huge. At first I thought, oh my God, it's going to be so hard and wear me out and stuff. But it really is not that bad. And I would incorporate something like dinner here and there, and people love that just to kind of show who you are. But really you were like, only talk about hair extensions. And that's really what I did. And it really paid off.
Did you see more consultations coming through, or people in your chair or in your assistant's chair and such, or your stylist, chair, just from making the commitment to be active on Instagram stories?
Absolutely. I think, in my opinion, that is what really was a huge boost.
I love that. I think I remember getting a DM from you going, "It works," with like the dollar signs. You're like, "I did it." Yeah. I mean, the thing is truly, it's making a decision, taking action, and being consistent. Things are not as difficult as we tend to think they are.
And all the new apps now, they have like stories you can plan as well. And it'll just auto post it for you. I don't know why I was making it so difficult in my head, but it really isn't for everybody else who's feeling the way I felt at first.
Well, there's a lot of newness in general going on with social media because of all the video content. Like at first people were just getting comfortable with doing a static picture and a caption. And now it's like, now we're all video editors, and we're like in front of the camera and behind the camera and creating content and editors. It's like the wild, wild west now. Now, what is your attitude when it comes to investing in yourself and coaching and education?
Well, I just don't think that it's an option not to. I mean, you can't even afford not to. You may think that you can't afford to, but really you can't afford not to,
I
because
totally agree.
it just created such a huge opportunity for me, this Rich Stylist Academy, because when I wasn't doing hair extensions to where I am doing hair extensions, it has opened up a whole new like stream of income for me. I was a fully booked stylist, so I was having a hard time figuring out how do I make more money when I'm already fully booked?
It's a good problem to have, but you're like, but something's still like not right. Would you agree? You're just like, it's something.
Yes. So I'm not complaining at all. I've really hit like a huge success in my career, which I'm very grateful for. But everybody gets to that point to where, okay, how do I make more money? Because that's the whole, goal is to, or whatever your goal is. Mine was, how do I make more money without, I mean, obviously I had no more time. So I can't,
Sure.
I can't just jack up everybody's, regular service through the roof. I mean, that's a way to, I mean, yes, everybody raises their prices, but not what extensions could offer me in a price increase. So
Sure.
I was able to offer that and, really add income to my books already, my fully booked schedule, but also it gave me a leverage when I could help and train my assistants, and they watched me, and they opening up an avenue to be able to take extension clients. That was also huge for me because I get a percentage of what they do. So I was
Yes.
really able to open up a new avenue of income flow.
Before you opened your salon, like, were you at another salon or like renting?
Yes, I was booth rental.
Okay, so you opened your salon and you weren't doing extensions. And then you were like, I'm going for it. I'm investing in certification. What did just that one step look like for you from doing colors, cuts, those types of services to now, taking a risk, investing in certification with hair extensions? What jump did that do?
It was huge. I mean, I think I would still be sitting there trying to figure out working myself to the bone, double booking colors and cuts or whatever, just packing my schedule however full or the highest ticket I could get, but actually physically working a whole lot more. So
Sure.
it was just really nice on my body and my wallet to really take that leap and try something new. I mean, when you're kind of in that stagnant spot where you feel like, how do I grow? I mean, I think you have to pivot. I think you have to do something, and you have to keep yourself, moving forward and learning new things.
Yeah, absolutely. So you took the risk, you got educated and certified in extensions. Then let's see, what 5 years down the road, 4 years down the road, like, is that right? Four, our paths crossed, and then it was like, I'm fully booked. I'm kicking ass. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. But now it's time to level up. So it sounds like you said yes to investing in this, and now you're like taking names, sending extensions out to your salon and your extensionist. What kind of income, like, has that increased your income from making that investment in Rich Stylist just to now start creating the leverage? What does that look like?
So I could say to my own personal, which keep in mind, and still am a fully booked
Yeah.
stylist. So I have increased my personal one for about $30,000 a year, which is huge
Great.
when you're fully booked and you have a ton of loyal clients that you don't want to just dump to the curb, but you want more money. And it's also given me that leverage, like opened another door of income stream with my assistants being able to have their own extension clients.
Now they can have your overflow and you have a system for them to be able to, in a way we could call that a type of passive income where you're having, well, or multiple streams of income for sure, where you have like your own personal income that you've increased by 30K, which is huge. And then you have like your business income that's now on the rise.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's really nice for me and my client. If my client wants to get in sooner because they have a vacation coming up or something like that, it's like, hey, no problem. We all know what we're doing here. And they do it to my standards. So my clients, they have no problem being like, sure, I'll go to her.
I love that, because sometimes I find stylists that are really uncomfortable about maybe getting an assistant, or really allowing their assistant to take services and really support them as a stylist in the way they need to be supported. Did you ever have a moment where you were like, I don't know, or my client's going to be upset? Like, how's this going to work out? What advice would you give to a stylist who is thinking, is it time for me to get an assistant? Should I do it? What's going to happen?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So it was actually an Orbe rep looked at me, and it was the first year I had my salon, and he was like, how are you doing this without an assistant? And it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, I don't know. I'm really like killing myself here. So yes, I have had all those fears, like, oh, how will this be received? And, stuff like that. But I think my clients really watched me train my assistants very closely. And we started out with little stuff like, so-and-so is going to shampoo you today. But I made sure they knew what they were doing beforehand. Mm-hmm. I didn't just willy-nilly, like, we went over it very well. And now my, senior assistant is training my new assistant also. So it's a very we're very team oriented, and we're not afraid to put the other one above ourselves, because we just all grow. We all grow and we all flourish. And it's just so wonderful. We're not weird about, who's doing what, or is that client going to her? It's just all very cohesive.
It sounds like you have an amazing team culture.
Yes,
it's awesome.
Yes. It wasn't, I've definitely been through a few struggles and a few employees, but I think when you really find your people, it works well and it's well received.
Well, I'm so happy for you. I think it's awesome and so exciting, and I love seeing you shine. And I'm so happy that you have that leverage and a great team. It seems just so synergistic. So my last question is, what would you share with a stylist listening who is interested in Rich Stylist, but they're just unsure? Maybe they're nervous about investing in themselves, or just unsure about what's on the other side.
Well, I can say for me personally, I would definitely do it. It's helped me so much. And you can go back and look at anything you have questions on. I think every extension has a place. And what I've learned with these new ones that I've gotten certified in, like, yes, you have your certification and then you're off your leash, you're certified, you can go do it. But what I find super helpful, besides all the other things I've mentioned, is I can go back and watch your videos when I just think, oh my God, like, what's the placement? Like, where am I supposed to put this? How am I supposed to do that? Or I can just jump on and ask, a group of plenty of stylists are more than willing to help. So I feel like it's a huge resource for somebody that is wanting to start extensions in their business or their salon. I feel like it's a must.
Thank you so much, Hillari. Thanks for the conversation today.
Yes.
And guys, I have Hillari's info, how you can get in touch with her and follow her on Instagram and see what she's up to, in the show notes. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Would you like to be the highest paid hair extensionist in your city? 86% of stylists make $3,000 to $5,000 per month. But as an extensionist, you can make that kind of money in one single day. If you're already certified by one of the top companies and you want to make the most money possible with that certification, then I'd love to invite you to discover Rich Stylist Academy. This is an elite mentorship where I give you the secrets to attracting the best clients, doing the best transformations, and making the most money. Stylists in this mentorship commonly have 3K days, $10,000 months, and six-figure years. Space is very limited, as we only accept 10 stylists per month to this mentorship. Click the link and fill out the quick free application and see if it's a fit for you.